Hi, it's me, Emily. Just wanted to update you guys on some stuff I've been going through. Um, it was actually terrifying. I had a reaction to some meat, and it took a while for me to figure out what was happening. And so I just wanted to share with you my experience, just in case it happens to you too. Um, as you know, for the whole first year of my carnivore journey, I have eaten whatever meat I can find. Whatever it's at the grocery store or whatever, Walmart, Aldi's, whatever. As long as it was animal meat and animal fat, I ate it. I didn't really care about where it came from, because, as you know, I had incredible results. I was able to walk again from MS, talk again from that delayed and slurred speech, got my mood stability, got my brain back, all on CAFO beef. And CAFO is CAFO, and that stands for Confined Animal Feeding Operation. And so I really just did what I could as far as where I was at. And I had all these like really interesting, terrible, horrible messages from vegans, sending me these horrible videos of animals, and what happens in the CAFO, realm. And I knew that was something that I wanted to do better on in the future, but I just wasn't there yet. And at that point, I was just trying to survive. I've been in survival mode for 10 plus years. And then I was just trying to survive from the MS and the bipolar disorder. And so it wasn't really on my radar to consider where my beef was coming from, where my meat was coming from. So I just ate what I could at that time. And I love this quote from Maya Angelou: "Do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better." So, I have been learning from everybody in the carnivore community. I've even tried to talk to some of the vegans, but I can't even speak their language, so I kind of gave up on trying to talk to them. But what happened? Okay, so on my birthday, I told you guys how I got those $3.99 ribeyes and how that was such a blessing, and it was so awesome that I was able to afford that. And I ate those ribeyes exclusively for a week. And my very first thing that I noticed with that, when I first had that first ribeye, all of a sudden I had cravings. I started thinking about pizza. I started thinking about ice cream. I started thinking about things that I haven't thought about since April of 2019. It was just like, whoa, who opened the floodgates? What's going on in my mind, in my body? Why am I thinking about these horrible foods that I know are not the answer for me? I didn't eat them, but I thought about them. I had these cravings, like a very intense cravings. And also I had intense thirst, like unquenchable thirst. And I drank so much water, and I drank water and drank water and drank water. And I was like, wow, my body must just be going through something. Like, I didn't really know what was going on. And another thing I noticed was that I had a metallic taste in my mouth. That was weird for me too, because I've been eating meat for a year now, and I had never had that experience. So again, I didn't really know what was going on. I was just trying to observe it kind of like a scientist and go, okay, well, this is this reaction. Okay, whatever. I don't understand. And then on about the 6th day of eating these $3.99 ribeyes, I knew something was up, because I curled up in the fetal position and cried and cried and cried for hours. I was able to pull out of it. I was able to, stabilize. But that was something that hasn't happened to me since April of 2019. And so it was very worrisome that all of a sudden I just shut down and just started crying. And for really no reason. It was just, regular thoughts, like regular life thoughts. It wasn't anything substantial for me to really, curl up in a ball in the fetal position and cry about. So I knew, knowing myself and seeing all my healing, I knew that something was off. Then I woke up after a week of eating these $3.99 ribeyes. I woke up and my stomach was so bloated, like it was like out to here. Like I looked like I was 3 months pregnant. And it was just like overnight I woke up and I couldn't even like sit down. Like I had to like sit down like this. Like I couldn't even sit down. It hurt so bad. I had such bad bloating in my stomach. Painful discomfort. And this was the scariest part ever. I woke up and I'm not gonna cry. I had the tingling, the pins and needles tingling up and down my arms. That was the same symptom that I had with MS. And I had leg pain, joint pain. I was achy all over. And I was like, this is it. Bipolar's back. MS is back. This is it. It came back. And I was really devastated. I was really devastated because, y'all, I didn't do anything but eat ribeyes. I didn't go eat the pizza and the ice cream and anything else. I just ate ribeyes. And I felt like everything was coming back to get me. And thankfully, I troubleshooted with a team of carnivores that have been surrounding me with, me being able to pick their brains. I was able to really sort through what was going on. So immediately we decided, okay, we gotta stop eating this $3.99 ribeye. And I ran out to Walmart and to Aldi's and I got the $10 a pound ribeyes. And so I started eating those. And my symptoms improved somewhat. But still, with every ribeye, I had that metallic taste in my mouth, crazy cravings, thirst, and I was a little bit more stable. I didn't go back into the fetal position and cry again, but I still had the discomfort, the MS kind of feelings in me. And then I reached out to another one of my resources, Niti the Farmacist, and I said, okay, sis, you've been talking to me about regenerative meat, and I've been not able to hear you. Like, I've been like, I can't hear you. I can't do this. Just let me do what I'm doing. But now I hear you. I hear you. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to have this conversation. Please teach me how to find a source of local beef that is better than the CAFO stuff that I'm eating. Because obviously something is wrong. Obviously I'm reacting to something. And she helped me. And she helped me find a local farmer and to vet them and to talk to them and find out their process and their practices. And I was able to learn how it operates as far as I was able to go to this farmer and say, okay, I have $100. How much beef can you give me of your beef for $100? And she just totally blessed me and was able to, because I bought so much and because I told her you're going to be my only source. I'm not going back to Walmart. I'm not going back to Aldi's. I can't risk this. I can't risk bipolar or MS coming back at me. It's not happening. I will fight. I will fight and continue to fight and to continue to solve this. And you're my solution right now. And she heard me and she gave me enough of a discount on buying in bulk like that, that I have been able to eat just this, her beef from, the name is Sullivan Farms. And I'll put that link in the the description here. But I've been eating her meat for 2 weeks now, and totally back to superhuman status. Totally back to, you know, feeling physically and mentally on top of my game, and back. And one thing that I did notice that I forgot to tell you, in all the symptoms on that, at that week point, whenever I had been eating the $3.99 ribeyes for a week, I felt the pain in my legs and everything. And right before I went to bed, I went to go take my pants off, and I looked down and I did not recognize my legs. They were trunks. They were trunks. It was just like filled with fluid. And then I pushed on my ankles, and it was pitted edema, where like I would push into the puffy spot and my indention from my finger would stay. So that made sense because of all the thirst that I had had. And so I was just retaining water, and I went from 129 pounds on my birthday, February 10th, to 144 pounds just in that week. So that told me that something was seriously happening. Something was going on. And so ever since I've been eating the local grass-fed, finished beef that I have found, I haven't had any of those bipolar or MS symptoms. And it was good for me because it made me realize that I am just one step ahead of my illness. I am super sick. Even though I have resolved this, even though I have, the second that I slip up, the second that I get, you know, some CAFO beef or something that my body doesn't agree with, then it's going to come back. So it's not something that I've arrived. I'm still healing, and I'm so grateful for the people who are around me with the carnivore community to help me kind of troubleshoot this and to make better choices. And I don't tell you that to freak you out, because more than likely you're not as sick as I am. And so, you know, you're not going to have that reaction to the CAFO beef, but I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you what my experience was and what happened to me, just in case it does happen to you. And I have started a conversation with Niti the Farmacist to learn more about this, you know, to go from food stamps to, you know, not being on food stamps, and learning how to navigate this and how to still afford regenerative beef, regenerative meat. And I'm figuring it out as I go, and I'm going to tell you guys how it goes, and what I learn along the way. So, just wanted to let you know, and encourage you that as you know better, you can do better, because I'm not broken, you're not broken, we're not broken, we're brilliant. So thanks guys, talk to you later.